device by using the USB. There's also a battery indicator. So order the Lightbug today at lightbug.com or click the link in the description. You'll get 20% off.
Hello again. The Ask and the Answer by Patrick Ness. If you remember, I did a video a little while ago about his first of the Chaos Walking series, and I was absolutely enthralled by it. I loved it, and it ended in such a cliffhanger. I said that it wouldn't be long before I got around to reading this one. It's going to be difficult a little bit talking about this book, because if you're going to read the trilogy and you haven't read the first one, it's difficult to talk about the second one without giving away too many spoilers of the first one, if you see what I mean, but I'll do my best. We carry on with the story of Todd and Viola, and where they ended up at the cliffhanger of the other book. And whereas the first book they were together, now they're separated. And it's interesting with this book, which is something he didn't do with the other one, you've got a split narrative. You've got Todd for a chapter, you've got Viola for a chapter. You get their own perspectives. They're talking about their own feelings, what they perceive is going on. Because in this one, we are almost in the middle of a war. And Todd struggles to keep his humanity. In the first book, we got to know Todd, that he was a person who couldn't kill, that hated anything to do with violence. He was basically a good guy, a teenager growing up. He's sort of 13, he's 13, coming up to his 14th birthday. I think I've got that right. I might have got it wrong. If I've got it wrong, I apologise. It's 13 or 14 anyway. And he's struggling to keep his humanity in the midst of all this horror, and he's forced to do things that he doesn't want to do. He's forced to give up a little part of himself to stay alive, and he believes the whole time in Viola. Even though they're separated, she is his overwhelming thought the whole time. Viola, you seem to think that when she's talking, when you come to her chapters, you think that she's got the easier part of the two. But I'll leave that up to you to make up your own mind. In this book, you get their characters developing. It's almost, I was going to say rites of passage, but it isn't. It's a growing up. Todd is becoming a man. You get terrorism in this. You get sexism in this. You get... there's unspeakable violence. I mean, this is a young adult book, but it's dreadful violence. And a lot of it is directed towards women. Some of it is quite a hard read when you see what's going on in the book, in the war. And because you've got the war, you've got tyrants who are convincing their followers that what they are doing is correct. You've got the question, is terrorism a crime, or is it a fight for freedom? That's the question this book almost seems to ask. What is a terrorist? Are they somebody who is evil, or are they actually fighting for a good cause? So that's a question that comes up in the book. And another question is it okay to sacrifice someone, to throw them to the wolves for the sake of a greater good? And that is another question that's in this book. You get a blurring of villain and hero, of good and evil almost. It is a terrific read again, and I have to congratulate Patrick Ness again. And yes, you do get another cliffhanger. So you need to reread the third part of the trilogy to find out what was going on, because he left the first one on a cliffhanger. He leaves this one on a cliffhanger, and you've got to know what's going on. And yes, I'm really enjoying this trilogy. So if you fancy a thrilling, shocking, tense and moving novel, pick this one up. And I will talk to you again another time. I'm not going to read the third one straight away. I need a to get my head into gear, to have a breather and read something else before I read the third one. But it is on my bookshelf waiting, so it won't be that long before I get to it. So, bye for now. Take care and happy reading.